we are talking about the one thing that affects everything else. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about everything, okay? I'm talking about your net worth. I'm talking about if you're married or not. I'm talking about your physical well-being. I'm talking about whether you have kids or not. The whole ball of wax. So what is this illustrious thing, and how on earth could it affect all these other areas of your life? Well, you are the average of the 5 closest people that you spend the most time with. You know, it's interesting because the way we're built as human beings, we have a tendency to pick up a lot of what's around us. We pick up on the environment, we pick up on our friends, we pick up on the ideas, the beliefs. And I don't know if you've ever seen this. You ever have friends that they're like big into working out, they go to the gym all the time? Well, have you ever noticed they all have other friends that kind of do the same thing, right? They're like all fit and they have their workout gear and they all do the same thing together. Birds of a feather, we all flock together. So it's just natural. When you think about income, you're like, well, yeah, you might be, you know, similar to your 5 closest friends. You're the average of them. Check this out. So, you know, in business, whether you are an employee and you have a job and you're like, man, I think my time is worth this much, or I think it's worth this much, whatever it is. Or let's say you're an entrepreneur. You know, us as entrepreneurs, and really as in anything that we do have to sell ourselves, right? We're constantly getting people's buy-in on our ideas, on our product, on our service, on whatever it is that we're bringing to the table. And so, you know, whether we think we can go for it or not go for it has a lot to do with the thinking of the people that we hang around with. Let's talk about married or single. You see, usually the single people all hang together, the married people all hang together, the people with kids, they all hang together. It's just how it works. So we kind of have to examine, like, hey, what's going on in our life, and is this working for us or against us, right? You know, if you look and you're like, man, you know, the people around you, they're affecting your success, be it good, be it bad, or, you know, just kind of like sitting there, right? So here's what I found to play out in my own life, and maybe you're finding the same for you as well. There are 3 groups of people that I like to see in my life, and I think maybe you'll take this philosophy if you like it, take it and apply it in your life. If not, totally, you can trash it. But here's the concept. So we have people that are on our peer level, people that maybe they're close to the same income as us, people that are, you know, they're along the same part of life in the same journey that we're doing together. Okay, they're our peers. That's one group of people. Then if you're in network marketing or you are leading a team of people in any form or fashion, you have people that are, you know, you're mentoring. They haven't gone where you've gone. You're ahead of them in the journey, and you're helping bring them along the way. You're helping share your ideas, your concepts, your beliefs, so that they can get better and improve, right? And then the last group is the people that are, we'll say that they're not above you, but they're your mentors. They're the people that, you know, they already have been where you want to go. And, you know, you can glean information from them. You can pick and take their ideas and say, hey, I'm going to keep that for myself because that was good. I like that philosophy. I like that way of thinking. I like that thought process there. And so, you know, those are just a couple of concepts that I've seen, and I think you'll find that in your life as well. And so you have to think about, number one, who are you mentoring right now? And how is it that you're pouring into their life? How are you affecting them positively? Now, you may be a mom and you're like, hey, I got my kids on the straight and narrow and we're going to help them, you know, go the way that they should go in life. You might be someone in business and you have a team of people that you are leading, and your entire goal is, you know, to help them do better, to help them see that it's possible, right? Or, you know, you may have different things that are playing out. You might be a leader of your church. So we all want to have people that we are helping along in the journey. Then we have to have our peers, right? People that, you know, they're kind of they're about the same phase in life as us. People we can bounce ideas off of. People that we, you know, are able to spend some time with. And, you know, iron sharpens iron. And then, of course, the last part is, you know, we need to have mentors that can speak into our life. Now, what can these mentors look like? Well, obviously, if they're friends, business colleagues, maybe it's your upline leadership that you have that's spending time with you, that's sharing different things with you. You're the mentee, they're the mentor, right? Maybe you're getting mentored through a book, an audio, a YouTube video. You're spending time with people that think amazing. You know, you can get mentored by people that they're not even alive anymore because they've left their works for you to absorb and you to take on those thinking ideas. And so just think about this concept in your life. You know, if you're not where you want to be, you know, look around and examine, hey, are there people in my life that I'm spending a lot of my time with and they're not helping me along in my journey? And do I maybe have some toxic relationships or things that are not helping me positively that I want to limit the amount of time that I'm spending with? And then maybe are there some positive influencers and you're like, shoot, you know, how can I get around those people more? They really help me. They really help my thinking. They really help me to, you know, think bigger about what's possible, because what you think is possible is ultimately, you know, where you have the power to end up. If you don't even think it's possible, the odds are you're not going to even try. You know, it's interesting because in one of the books that I've been going through lately, Grant Cardone's book, The 10X Rule, he talks about like, hey, you know, just have these crazy outlandish goals. And let's say your goal is like, oh, I'm going to go for $100,000 in income. He's like, yeah, 10X it, just like make it $1 million, go for a crazy goal, right? And so maybe you might not get all the way there, but like, hey, if you got to $500,000, would that be all right, right? You know, it's just an interesting way of thinking. So just be aware at, you know, who you are spending time with and how that's affecting you, be it good or be it bad, you know, in our business, in our health, right? And also definitely with spouses, because if you are married and you're hanging out with a lot of single people, you know, watch it, right? Because you want to stay married. So just a couple of food for thought for you guys. Now, one of the things I know is that oftentimes, you know, we have things that we've gone through in the past and they've been kind of anchors that are holding us down. We have these great dreams, amazing visions for what's possible, and we're not quite living it out. How can we bust through it? How can we move past the things that have been, you know, the issues of the past, or maybe the things that we're currently dealing with, whether it's a lack of focus or, you know, we're not putting enough activity on the board, or, hey, we need to have some better people that we hang out with and collect their ideas and pull that in. And so if that's you and you're ready to, you know, bust through those barriers, get to the finish line and, you know, start seeing the things that you really hope for. Start driving the car you want to be driving, living in the home that you want to have, and really just own your time, you know, to be able to be in control of what it is that you want out of this life. The most precious resource that we have. We all have some money. We all got some time. Time is the most precious because everything else, you know, we can get more of, but time, no. So just think about that for yourself. And if you're ready to, you know, bust through some barriers and finally get the life that you deserve, then I have something that will help you. If you click on the link that's listed here in the description, that is the 10-step process. And this is a process about breaking through. It's about getting to your finish line, getting to your dreams and goals, and doing it sooner rather than later. So click on the link there, my friend. It's my free gift to you. So that's it for tonight, guys. Take care, be blessed, and I'll see y'all next time. For more great training and to receive your free bonus training, the 10-step process for getting out of your own way and finally rank advancing, visit summergeronimo.com.